Hello, I'm Ellen Goldberg, and welcome to the Language of the Hand. Today we're going to talk about the lucky square, maybe a few other lucky signs as well, if we're lucky. The square is one of the best signs for protection, and also it's a repair sign. If there were a break in a line, and it looked as though there was some trouble ahead for a person, all that would have to happen is a square, and it doesn't even have to be neat. They can have edges overlapping. If that square goes around it, why, the energy in the line cannot get lost. Remember, lines are rivers of energy, and any time that there is a defect, and I know we have a segment on defects, you're going to look for a repair sign. Well, the queen of repair signs is a square. So whether it's repairing a dot, an island, a break, whatever it is, the square will keep the energy in so that it can leap over it and find its way and go further. You'll still experience something, but it won't be, 1/3 of what it might have been. Squares can also appear on mounts. Anywhere on the hand could have a square, and remember, the edges can overlap, but it should be square or rectangular. Either one is considered the lucky square, so no, the important point is that all 4 points of the edges meet, and that no lines are running through it. As soon as a line runs through it, then it's no longer the square. The square has to only have either the defect it's repairing, or if it's going to be on the mount, to be clean inside. Now, on each mount, depending on the kinds of things the mount is interested in and what they have, what they're associated with, that square is going to have different meanings. The finest of all the squares is to have a square on the mount of Jupiter under the index finger, because remember, that has the nickname the finger of God, and it's a very spiritual mount. So that square is the square of divine protection, and it means someone in heaven watches over you. Everybody who has that square already knows that. They already feel that because they're spiritually connected. A square under Saturn, who is very concerned with security, will mean that your security is protected. That's big relief for the Saturnian, and maybe they would also be protected from the tendency Saturn has for dejection and depression and melancholy. It's also possible. Square could protect any of the various aspects associated with the mount. Under Apollo, it will certainly protect the eyes. The eyes of the Apollonian are sensitive. It will protect the reputation, because the line of art, and we'll have a segment on that as well, is often the line of reputation is at the same time. A square on Mercury will protect you in the air. In an airplane, it will protect your money and finances, and I think it will protect things to do with the family, because they're all connected with Mercury. Square on Mars would protect you in war, maybe protect you in automobiles. Could be. Square on Luna, protection in water, but also a protected imagination, because Luna has, you know how they say the line between genius and insanity is very thin. Luna sometimes walks that line, and sometimes they pay a price in insanity. A square on Luna would protect the imagination and the mind of the lunarian. I don't think you'll really find a square on Venus. Venus is in a class by itself. First of all, it's lucky anyway. And there are many lines on Venus, but they have particular meanings and uses.